So you're thinking about moving to Glendale, Arizona. Is that a good decision? That's the question. Because a lot of people, when they're moving from out of state, are like, is that a good area? What are the good areas? I don't know. So today I'm going over 3 things that you need to know about Glendale, Arizona. But before we get into that, my name is Mark Cannon. I am a local realtor here in the greater Phoenix area, and I'm helping a lot of people who are moving from out of state figure out which area is the best area for them, because every area is different. So I'm going through in a series and describing different things in different cities, so that way people can kind of get a better understanding of what those areas are like. If you want more info, look in the bio below. There's different information. There's some links. You can see more information about me, my reviews, even my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe, like the videos, just trying to be a resource for people. All right, so number 1 is affordability. What are homes selling for in Peoria? And we're probably going to include North Glendale. And the reason we're going to do that is because Peoria and North Glendale are kind of intertwined. The map is really weird on it, so it's kind of intertwined. But what are those homes selling for? So in Peoria, you're seeing homes selling for around $620,000 is the median. So that's in the very middle of the home prices. They're selling for around $620,000. So the reason that is when you look at Peoria and even just Glendale itself, the farther south you go in Peoria or even Glendale, and Glendale is much larger as it goes south, is the homes are getting older. As the homes get older, the prices are going to be a little bit cheaper. You might find homes in South Peoria and South Glendale in the high 300s, in the low 400s, and as you go farther north, you're going to see them creep up. So that being the case, Glendale itself is around $500,000 in median price. So you're seeing a little bit of a difference there, but Peoria has a little bit higher homes. So in the middle to upper part of Peoria, you're going to see some homes that are in the millions. So that's going to kind of skew the number a little bit, where a lot of the homes are selling for probably around the same price of $500,000 to $600,000 in Peoria. So when it comes to affordability, they're sitting in that range where you can find some on the lower, you can find some on the higher end, but you're mostly going to see around $500,000 to $600,000. Okay, so number 2 is school districts and population. So when it comes to school districts, Peoria Unified School District is pretty well known for having pretty good schools. You'll also see in North Glendale, you'll see like the Deer Valley area has very good schools. So those would be 2 areas that you'll kind of want to look at for schools. I would encourage you to go look at some different websites, whether it be greatschools.com, or there's lots of other websites where you can see people actually review the schools. And I would pay attention to that to see if that area, if the public schools are good. There's a lot of private schools up in North Glendale and Peoria, so you could look at a lot of those. But when it comes to population, we're looking at density, all right? So when you look at like Glendale is just over 4,000 people per square mile. Now, a lot of that especially is in the south part of Glendale, where it's very densely packed. As you go farther north, it gets spread out more, and there's probably just not as many people. When you go look at Peoria, it's just over 1,100. Wow, that's a big difference. What does that mean? In Peoria, you're seeing not as many people there, so it's not going to feel as crowded. Now, part of that is because that number's a little skewed because in the north part of Peoria, there's not that many houses, land that's undeveloped, at least right now. And that could change in the future. But there is less people in Peoria, which means it's less crowded in that area. All right, so number 3 is entertainment. What is there to do in the Peoria-Glendale area? So there's going to be 4 major attractions that we're going to talk through. So the first major attraction is going to be Lake Pleasant. It's up in North Peoria. A lot of people go up there. You can pull your car up right to the water, hang out in the water, maybe get a boat, whatever it is. It's one of the major attractions in Peoria. The second one's going to be P83. It's that area right there along Bell Road between Glendale and Peoria. It's right there on the line. And you've got the Arrowhead Mall. You've got tons of shopping. You've got tons of restaurants. You even have the minor league fields for the Mariners and the Padres where you can catch spring training games in the spring. The next one, and probably the biggest area, is going to be what's called Westgate. And that's where the Arizona Cardinals Stadium is. They're building tons of stuff out there, whether they have Top Golf or Pop Stroke, which is a putt-putt golf course by Tiger Woods. They've got tons of restaurants. They even have the outlets that are there. So the Tanger outlets are a very popular destination in that area. But now they're also building something called the VAI resort. I gotta make sure I say that right. But it's this massive resort that they're building right next to the Cardinals Stadium. They're gonna have lots of events there. I mean, they're literally building like a stage in the middle to host events where they can, like, even from the suites, you can see it and different things like that. So it's gonna be awesome. Check that out. It's supposed to be done here, I think, in the next year or two. They're building it right now. You can see it from the road. It's pretty cool. But on the backside of that, for kids, they're also building the Mattel Park, which is going to be like roller coasters, and they've got other things that are going to be indoors where kids can enjoy that. So also check that out, and that's all right there in the VAI Resort. Okay, so for the last one, it's Vistancia. Now, those of you from Arizona are like, Vistancia? What are you talking about? For those of you that are not from Arizona, Vistancia is in the north part of Peoria. And what's up there is a lot of homes that were built post 2000. They got some nice golf courses, different things like that. But they don't have a lot of attractions up there. But they just announced earlier this year that they're building a commercial district up there called 5 North at Vistancia. And what that's going to be is they're going to have lots of restaurants, businesses, attractions. They're building pretty much an entertainment district with lots of restaurants and different things because they're trying to attract people to that area. I think it's like 320 acres that they've approved, and they're starting next year in 2024. Hey, I appreciate you watching my video. Obviously, if you have any other further questions, I would love for you to reach out to me. Check the bio below. I'll have some links for either my contact info or even more about me. Would love to be able to get in contact with you.